today we will be doing enzymes part 1. This enzyme part 1 of the entire chapter of enzymes will include the types of enzymes, what is enzymes, the functions of enzymes, and different models which are included in description of the enzymatic factor, the enzymatic protocol, and the phenomenon. Now, what are enzymes? Enzymes are mostly the proteins. It is of mainly the tertiary and the quaternary structures. Normally act as catalyst to accelerate or to promote or speed up the reaction, biochemical reaction, not permanently but changed in the process. It is not a permanent process, it is a change in the process. Now we will be talking about the different properties of enzymes. First of all, it is a protein. Second of all, it is a catalyst. That means it is it is involved in biochemical process because it is itself a protein like a normal living cell, and it acts as catalyst in the biological system. Next, it is essential for the human body specificity and reusable means it can be reused, further reused in the body. Now the enzymatic structures looks like this. The left hand side, it is the actual structure of the enzyme, and the right hand side, it is a diagrammatic view of the enzymatic structure. It includes two parts: the active site, which is involved in the entire enzyme, and another substrate. When substrate comes and lock with the enzyme, it gets activated. Now this is the enzymatic function. First we can see that the purple color small symbol is the substrate, which is coming and attaching with the enzymatic substrate complex. Okay, now when the substrate comes and joins with the complex, it produces it activates the product. A product is formed and it is moved out of the enzymatic complex. Okay, now what are the functions of enzymes? Enzymes have many jobs, like it breaks down the nutrient into usable molecule, store and release energy like ATP, create larger molecules from smaller ones, coordinate biological reactions between different systems of an organism. It is actually the biological catalyst which boosts up the biological process temporarily. Now there are different classes of enzymes: oxidoreductase, transferase, hydrolase, lyase, isomerase, and ligase. The main primary function of oxidoreductase is oxidation or reduction. Similarly, the other class of enzymes like transferase mainly functions for transfer of atomic group, excluding other classes, different types of atomic or group transfer. Okay, next is hydrolase. Hydrolase normally functions for hydrolysis of the cellular process. Next is the lyase. Lyase normally includes in removal of different different types of chemical groups like isomer groups, any chemical group or functional group removal. Next is isomerase, which is normally includes the process of isomerization within the chemical or biochemical process of the cell. Next is ligase. Ligase normally joins different types of molecular fragments, like in DNA replication, ligase joins the Okazaki fragments. Okay, joining of molecules linked to the breakage of a poly or the pyrophosphate bond. Okay, this is the entire function of different classes of enzymes, where the enzyme is locked or bind with the substrate, forming an activated bimolecule I am calling it bi because it has two parts, and the product is transferred or unlocked out from the normal complex enzyme. Now this is the enzyme catalyzed reaction. When a substrate S fits properly to the activation site, the formula is E plus S is reversible to ES. It means that the product is formed, it is reversible. Next, ES is unidirectional to enzyme and product. Only one product is formed and enzyme is left behind. And the next is E plus S is reversible to ES, which is unidirectional or unidirectional to E plus P. This is the entire catalysis reaction or the phenomenon of the enzyme substrate complex. The enzyme is combined with the substrate, which is reversible enzyme substrate complex, which normally produce the product which gets away from the enzyme, and the core enzyme is left behind. Now this is the normal progression graph of the enzyme, where the how the enzyme working on a chemical process is shown over here. It actually lowers down the free energy. And how it is working like this? This is the first graph. The light color, sky blue color line shows that the process excluding of the enzyme, and the dark blue color graph shows the process including the enzyme. Now the free energy or the activation energy is lowers down by the application or the function of the enzymes in the process, where the activation energy is lowers down, helping enhancing the catalysis process, and it ultimately enhance the process to work faster, requiring less amount of energy. Now there are different types of enzyme action models. The first one is the lock and key model, where an enzyme binds a substrate in a region called the active site. Only certain substances can fit to the active site, particular substrates. Okay, amino acids like R groups in the active site help the substrate to bind. Enzyme substrate complex is formed, and the substrate reacts to form different types of products. Product is released. This is the entire process of the lock and key model. Okay, next is the lock and key hypothesis. It normally shows in the graph where the enzyme may reduce the activation energy like the previous one, and the energy is utilized to produce the product, and the enzyme, the core complex, is left behind for next process. This is the lock and key hypothesis. Now in the next slide we will be doing the induced fit model, where the activation site is adjustable. In the induced fit model, it is not rigid. Okay, it is not rigid because in the induced fit model of enzyme action, the activation site is flexible. The shapes of the enzyme and the activation site depends on the substrate, the structure of the substrate. It arrange itself according to the substrate. This is called induced fit model, where the enzyme activation site is according to the substrate, forming the enzyme substrate complex. These are the two types of models of enzyme system. Next, enzymes are of two types: inactivated enzymes and active enzymes. Inactivated enzymes are the APO enzymes we will be doing in next slides. Another is the active enzymes, which are hollow enzymes. Okay, these are the different types of enzymes. Now what are APO enzymes? The main enzyme portion of the globular protein is the APO enzyme. It is mainly the globular protein or the protein part, protein part or the activation part which is present in the enzyme is called the apoenzyme. The metal, the part which is carrying the metal is called metallic cofactor, and normally the other enzymes are called the cofactor. This is the original structure of the enzyme, where the protein chains are bind with each other. Now the apoenzyme is the normal protein site in the above, in the red part. Next is the cofactor, which is attached with the main core protein, and different types of protein chains are attached in the different parts of the enzyme, including the activation site. Now what are coenzymes? Coenzymes are Now coenzymes are types of apoenzymes. Types of apoenzymes: proteins, inorganic cofactors, organic cofactors, metal ion cofactors. Now coenzymes are proteins and so are not inactivated by heat. According to the process, if we apply heat, it is not activated with the help of heat. For example, coenzymes are vitamins or compounds. Coenzyme plus apoenzyme is actually the whole enzyme. Coenzyme A is the essential in metabolism of carbohydrates, lipids and proteins in the body. That means coenzyme part and the apoenzyme part, both forms the enzymes. Okay. Now in the next part we will be doing various some more things of the enzymes, like the inducers and the factors which is responsible or affecting enzymes. The next part we will be doing these types of topics, doing the question answers for revision.